The glass house is a very good example of the use of lines for its simple rectangular shape and the vertical lines that support the house. The shape of the house is a rectangle. The form is shown by looking at the volume in the interior through the glass walls. The glass walls give the structure a smooth feel, which shows the texture. Light in the structure depends on the angle of the sun throughout the day because of the glass on all four sides. There is balance because of the small size of the structure. You can focus on the whole design at once. Scale within the glass house can be analyzed at the human scale. The furniture is set in a functional way in relation to each other as seen in the images. The chairs in the living room are placed around a coffee table with room to move in and out of the seats. In the bedroom section of the house, there is a bed and nightstand with a high backboard that allows for privacy. The house is a one-story structure with high enough ceilings to not feel small. The cylindrical beam in the center of the space also gives an idea of scale by reaching from floor to ceiling. The images of the interior furniture with ceiling and floor show the proportions of the space. The four main materials of the house are steel, glass, brick, and wood. The steel frames around the shape of the house also allowed Philip Johnson to make all four exterior walls out of large pieces of glass. The glass creates a transparency through the house, making nature the decoration of the site. The interior of the house incorporates the use of brick in the flooring and in the cylinder-shaped fireplace that starts at the floor and reaches the ceiling. The natural light coming into the house allows for the interior to feel like you're still in nature, and it also emphasizes the neutral colors within the space. The colors of the spaces are mostly browns on the furniture, finishes, and the ceiling and floor. The brown colors create a nature aesthetic complementing with the trees outside. The artificial lighting of the space creates an emphasis on the interior and surrounding nature. There is also natural lighting emphasizing the brown hues within the interior. The main technology for the site is because of the Industrial Revolution that the steel and glass was able to be done. The steel was prefabricated and assembled on site. The strength and durability of the steel is what allows the glass to be held on all four sides of the house. The image shown displays the steel frame. The experience of the structure is to feel like you are in a modern open space. There are no walls distinguishing which room you are in, rather it is the furniture that makes the area. The idea was to create a minimalistic functional space. The image shown shows a behavior map displaying how the space is functional. The finishes within the site are minimal and are mainly the steel frame shown on the interior, the brick flooring, and the glass. The furniture allows for the space to feel even more modern, with furniture like the sleek Barcelona chair by Ludwig Mies van der Rohe. The remaining furniture is very similar in color and leather materials. All the furniture together creates a modern, harmonious space of a neutral palette. The concept for the glass house can be understood through looking at different drawing types for the space. The axonometric drawing shows the site at perspective, showing the small size of the site and the nature surrounding it. The plan shows the layout of the space and acts as a guide on how a person moves throughout the space. The section is another tool that shows the scale of the site with the objects in it and the nature outside. Many types of drawing offer many different understandings of the site. The idea of sense of place can be applied to the glass house. Sense of place is the idea that relationships can be formed from the person experiencing the site and the structure. The most likely relationship of sense of place is formed for the glass house is a commodified relationship, meaning according to Jennifer Cross, choosing a place based on a list of desirable traits and lifestyle preferences, comparison of actual places with ideal. The glass house is a place where someone who wants the lifestyle of living in nature, being surrounded by its beauty, adopted a modern style of living with advanced building technologies and furniture. There is an idea of brand for the glass house because it follows in suit of modern designer Philip Johnson and his mentor, Mies van der Rohe. The site has a clear showing of the designer creating a space that has the signature characteristics of his style. The idea of anthropometrics plays in the glass house because of its open concept. The space is strategically laid out to function with the human body and its movement in a way that it is extremely functional for a small space.